Hey guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and I want to kind of just discuss a couple things. First off, I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Tumblr blog. So if you're not following Tumblr and you have a blog, go follow my blog. I will put the link in the description box. Basically, sometime this month, I'm going to start a giveaway where I'm going to offer a couple little items that are real, special, especially that kind of go with the whole fall Halloween type theme. I wanted to do some kind of a fall giveaway, and I've been talking about it for quite some time on the blog. So I think it's about that time now that I start putting it together. So to give you guys an idea of what I'm going to be doing, the major gift that I'm going to be giving is a brand new deck, the Fallen Angel Oracle deck. So this is a how many cards is this? It's a 72 card Oracle deck that I use, and I actually have a copy, my own personal deck that I've been working with. I've been working with this deck for quite some time. So just to show you guys, this is the deck. So those are the backs of the cards, and they're rather large cards. Oracle cards tend to be large in size, but those are the backs. And then the cards themselves have a very I typically describe it as a garden slash like gnomes and gargoyles, but like a garden slash cemetery theme. It's very pretty. Um, but and they talk about all of the different fallen angels or demons, if you want to call them demons, and they all have a message, and they're all numbered. So the cards are numbered so that when you look in the guidebook, you can find the description much more easily. The cards are glossy, so there's a high gloss to it. The cardstock is rather thin, but I personally like the thin, high gloss cardstock. I find it easier to shuffle. And it just makes the deck itself, it makes it so pretty. It's just, the artwork is really gorgeous, and the colors are very I think they're real earthy and fall, but you'll have a shot of pinks in here. You'll have shots of oranges. It's real bright, real vibrant. It's very pretty, and very fun to work with. So if you're not familiar with the Fallen Angels, the guidebook will get you familiar with their names, but just the little phrase, like how this one says choice, that's another way you can read the cards without even bothering to look at the demon itself. So these cards are going to be available in the giveaway. It will be that it's going to be the main prize in the giveaway. Usually for my giveaways, I do maybe a couple winners, so that's not just one winner. And what I do is I will offer like a free reading or whatever I feel is right. So I haven't really thought of what everything is going to be in the giveaway, but for sure the main prize is going to include the Fallen Angel Oracle deck. And so you guys know, it has never been opened. It's a brand new deck. It's in the packaging. I just got it in the mail today. So this will be, it'll remain unopened. But if you see photographs on my blog of the deck, it's because I actually own a copy. And so this will be the main prize, along with, I always add like little crystals. So for example, I have some tumbled stones I will be putting in the giveaway. I'll probably put in a larger crystal. Like, I love to go, I know of a shop where you can find the larger clear quartz crystals for really cheap. So I will probably pick one or two up for a couple of the prize winners. And then I also am going to be working on putting together oil. So I have oils that I purchased from another shop, but I'm working on putting together my own. And I had a bottle of it here, but I actually put it in my purse to carry with me because I'm working on coming up with my own little potion. So when I have perfected it, I will be adding a little bottle of oil as well, and it'll go in a container. I have an empty one, so it'll go in a container like this. And it's a roll-on, so when you take the cap off, it'll have the roll-on so that you can roll the oil, and wear it. So it's very convenient. But like I said, I'm still working on perfecting my oil before I actually give it out. And so, yeah, it's just going to be crystals. I'll probably put in some tea light candles that I'm going to dress. Like this one, I don't want to burn myself, but this one's dressed with some herbs and some flowers. So I'll probably dress some of the candles that I will be putting in the giveaways themselves, and I will infuse them with my own intentions for love and just abundance and protection. So, you know, it'll be a nice little giveaway, just something small, but it's going to definitely be exciting because I know a lot of people have been talking about this deck, especially because I post a lot of pictures of it on both my Instagram and my Tumblr. So when people actually see the deck being used, they're kind of like, oh, wow, I've been curious about that deck. But now that I see pictures of it, it's like, oh, it's really pretty. So I think it's one of those decks where a lot of people know about it, but they don't really have the need to want to get it until they actually see how gorgeous the cards are. And the readings are very accurate. I've had very good readings for clients with this deck, as well as with myself. For the month of August, I'm participating in a challenge where I'm following a girl where she's posting spreads for each day, and I'm actually using the Fallen Angels Oracle for those spreads. So if you guys want to go follow my Instagram, I will also put the name of that in the description box, so you can go follow me and follow the spreads that I'm doing. So that will be that with the giveaway. Like I said, you have to be following me on Tumblr. You have to have a Tumblr blog. The giveaway will be good for U.S. residents only because shipment can be quite expensive out of the country. So I'm only keeping it U.S. residents for the main prize. As far as the snail mail readings, because I do usually offer freebies with those will be anywhere in the world. So you'll still have a chance at winning something, you know. It may not be the big prize, but, you know, at least you'll have a shot at something else. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was I'm going to be starting up a series on here on my channel where I'm going to be discussing tarot, and I'm going to be teaching how to use the tarot deck. So this is basically mainly for my beginner people. I have a lot of people who send me questions on my Tumblr blog about starting your tarot journey, and I really want to get involved with you guys and do something where you can come watch a video here for free and learn, and I'll be here to show you. So to get started with that, I haven't decided what I'm going to call this yet. But think of this as like the little intro or just like your little orientation for it. If you guys really want to follow this program, I'm going to be filming separate videos, and I'm going to just go through the cards and the groups of cards. And so to prepare for this, I'm going to teach it like a little lesson, like a class. To prepare for this, you have to get a tarot deck. You must have your own tarot deck, because if you don't have a deck to work with, you're not going to get much out of it. While watching a video, it's nice, but you got to have your own deck of cards, and that's the only way you're really going to learn and get familiar with the pictures and the card meanings and all of that, is if you have your own deck to work with. So just for example, it doesn't matter what deck you start with. For my class, I'm going to be working with the Rider-Waite, because the Rider-Waite is such a well-known deck of cards. So for the sake of the video and the images being something that a lot of people are familiar with, this is the Rider-Waite deck. So just so you guys know, I will be working with this deck. It doesn't mean you have to go and buy this particular tarot deck. It just means that I want to make sure that people are familiar with the images, and it's the deck that I learned with. So I naturally will be teaching with the deck that I first started out with. So I'm going to be using this one, just so you guys know. But there are so many different types of decks out there, you guys. Here is one that I've been working with a lot. This is the Witch's Tarot. It follows a lot of the same symbols and imagery that the Rider-Waite deck does, but of course it's its own artwork. I actually thought about teaching with this particular deck, but I really want to stick with something that a lot of people are familiar with. So, you know, if you guys pick your own tarot decks, it doesn't have to be Rider-Waite, that's fine. Just as long as it follows the 78 cards with the court cards, the aces, and the 4 suits, which would be the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. If you have all of those, then you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine. But if you have a deck of cards that are missing cards, or they don't have the court cards, or they're just the majors, that's not going to work, especially if I'm going to be going into detail with the different pieces of the deck. So homework for you guys. If you guys are really interested in following me with this class that I'll be doing, it'll be absolutely free. You gotta follow, you can subscribe to my channel and be ready with a tarot deck, because as I go through and start talking about the cards, you're going to want to be able to follow with your own deck. Okay, so make sure you have your tarot deck, and get yourself a journal, some kind of like a notepad or a notebook or whatever you want to use as your tarot journal, because I'm going to show you guys what I did to build my own tarot journal, and it'll just give you guys ideas to start your own, because it's very helpful, and it is something that you can continue to build with years from now, even once you're familiar with the cards. It's something that I still use from time to time. So homework for this is get yourself a tarot deck and get yourself a journal, and then the first video that I will pop up, you guys can start following along, leave comments, we can discuss things, answer questions and whatnot, and we'll just get this going. So homework for that. I'm really excited. Hopefully I will have the first video out sometime the end of this week or next week, but this is just something that I really want to throw and put together for the benefit of teaching you guys the cards. So get ready for that, okay? And that's it for my announcements. So I will see you guys later. Have a nice night. Talk to you later.